Welcome everybody to War Commander Unshackled. More fucking bases in the beginning of the three-tiered event again. Well, we have a full panel on tonight. We have David, the douche, Dark Shadows. We have Don. We got Fear the Peel. We got the beautiful Skipjack. We have King. We have Fuck You. We have Pascal Wolf. We have TJ Lawrence. We have Venom, aka Lionel Richie. And yours truly, Shadow Killer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Friday starts the beginning of our 3-event month. The 3-event month that we were told when Wrong Thinker was on the Battle Vortex show wasn't supposed to happen. But it's happening. Hooray! Can't you feel the fucking happiness that's permeating from me right now? I mean, wow. You know, we got Onslaught Friday, then we have the event, and then we have Christmas. Who the fuck is gonna be out there playing War Commander on Christmas, or even the day after Christmas? You're either gonna be traveling, you're gonna be hungover. I mean, this is fucking bullshit. 2 events is all we need. 3 events is goddamn fucking ridiculous. I mean, damn. What do you guys think? We're gonna run down the panel before we do the update notes and the December roadmap and all that bullshit. I want to hear what you guys got to say. We're gonna start with you, Dark Shadows, David. What do you think about this 3-tier event month?
Be honest, I don't like it, but I mean, if the payout is like it was the last time, it was kind of good, but you're not getting enough time to repair all your tunes from the last event and such forth. And as you say, it is a Christmas weekend. Come on. It's going to be hell on earth for anybody to do the mini event at that. So I'll leave it at that for now.
All right. DJ, what do you think?
My problem with it is the mini event, the only way you're going to get a trophy is time-based. And who in the world, one, is going to be at their computer during Christmas? And 2, you only get 1 shot at this, guys, and time wins the trophy. That's not going to work. That's all I got to say.
All right. Fear, what about you?
I think I'll probably play maybe a little bit on Christmas morning, maybe a little bit on Christmas night. But for the most bulk of it, will be spent with the family and stuff. I don't mind having multiple events personally. I'll just play them and do them and be like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. So I'm not too fussed with that. However, at the same time, last time we had, when we had that double event, I really fucking wore myself out, and it was the players that really kind of go all out and spend, at least, say 6, 7, 8, plus hours a day, each day of the event on the game. It really wears you out, especially when you have like a double event. That being said, the invasion is going to be, like it's going to be like an Onslaught style thing. So it's just like defensive waves, I believe. So it probably won't be as bad as when we actually had like a double event. But that being said, if they're putting too many events in the game, in the month, it's going to be causing problems for players, just wearing themselves out. I think that's my biggest issue with it. You don't want to really wear the players out to the point where they kind of don't really want to play, or they need to actually take a break.
All right. Skip, what is your thoughts on having a triple event month?
Oh, thank you so much for choosing me to have an opinion. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you may not.
Like I have ever been shy about my opinion. I'm speaking as a player. Remember, player first, moderator second. Wait, is this anybody's birthday? Do I need to sing happy birthday today?
No, we are gravy.
Damn. Are we balls gravy?
You are dip deep, baby. Dip deep.
Love it. Love it.
If you really want to, my birthday was like last week, so
Well, I could. How much money?
I'm not doing it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can do it. 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 Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear sexy Nicholas. Happy birthday to you. I didn't even practice that. Okay, so wow, that wasn't so bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't so bad. Okay, so my opinion. Okay, my small opinion is I want my fucking trophy. This is Unshackled, right? So I can say that word?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm just going to say the one and only, I won't screen share, the one and only trophy I have in my base is my fucking Onslaught trophy because it's the first trophy ever I could say I earned on my own. I'm sorry. I want my fucking trophy. I bust my hump to make sure that my base is strong enough to get the trophy. I want it. So
And you
I'm
got
just
a
saying,
cute hump.
you just can't, don't dangle your dick out there and then stuff it back in your drawers, okay? I don't like that. Okay, secondly, as far as the other thing about offering events, here's the reason why I think that some companies do the things they do at the times of years they do. I won't specifically name the game company that we are having the show about, but I'll just be generic as I possibly can so I don't get my moderator hand slapped later. I think that the reason why they do this is because a lot of people get Facebook gift cards, they get gifted gold, or they get new computer equipment, and they want to play with it, and they know that they're going to be gifted coin or money. I know parents who send their kids game money to spend. It's no different than getting gaming systems at Christmas time. This is online game companies' way of competing with kids who get game consoles and games at the holidays, is that they offer the same kind of thing online. I hear what you're saying. I don't agree with it, but this is just my opinion, as I basically think that that's one of the reasons why it happens. And it's not just in our game that people are complaining. It's happening in well, I'll name the other two games. It's happening in Vega, it's happening in Battle Parts, but it's also happening on a couple other game companies' games as well. People are just complaining about the overwhelming amount of events. And in order to stay, we all know, in order to stay relevant in the game, if you're a high-level player, is that you need to participate in an event. And I would really rather have Kickstarter bring back the 50 coin, give everybody 50 coin at Christmas, and say Merry Christmas, and there just be one event, and that's it. And then let them start the new year. The bean counters probably won't let them do that, but that's my opinion. So I don't like it. I probably won't be participating in it. I'll be around if you guys need me, but I just, we can't argue with the business model that once that's cat is already out of the bag. I think that's just the way that they feel that they need to do what they need to do. It's going to be a long holiday because Christmas is on a Sunday, so I imagine there are going to be a lot of people that take off at many companies a couple days before. Everybody will have Monday off. In the United States anyway, Kickstarter is an American company, so they'll have Monday off. So I think this is one of those kind of things that they can set up, flip the switch on a game maintenance, and then let it run. And that's, as long as it runs smoothly while they're in the office, then they're just going to let it run. So participate, don't participate. It's just a shame that we feel like with so much new content, if you miss even one event, you're going to become irrelevant in the game. And it takes too long to play catch up.
That it does. King, what's your opinion of this 3-event month?
You guys hear me all right?
Yep.
All right. I wouldn't mind it so much if they weren't full-blown events. I do think that they're too close together. as far as the main event itself, that right there, most people will waste their tunes on and everything. Then you got to go in and do these mini events. Of course, they're nothing big, so you're not going to miss anything if you don't get them. But there's no telling what's in them. You could get certain prizes, could get, for instance, more expert howlers, anything like that. Anything that could help you get a leg up on other players. I think that they really should space them out more than what they do. Like me, normally the day after.
Did we lose him?
Mute yourself.
I think they lost him.
You ever lost him?
All right. Well, we'll come back. We'll come back to him. Lonnie, what's your thoughts of this three event month?
Fuck. I don't really know until it gets here. I mean, I ain't gonna knock it until I try it. I mean, it might be good. It might blow balls. Who knows? But I know it's probably gonna be a fucking grind like every other event. You know me, if I ain't PvPing, I'm fucking bored. So I'll probably be bored off my ass. That's about it.
All right.
But I'm gonna on that note, I'm gonna take off and I'll see you guys on Friday.
Oh, you take care. Thank you for letting her on.
Tell your lady we said hi.
Take it easy, Lonnie.
See you, Lonnie.
And
Alright.
fuck you.
Nope, fuck you.
All right, Pascal, what do you think about this free event month? Hey, I'll be right back. David, pass it to TJ and then Venom, and then pick up the updates. I'll be back in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
3 events, yeah. One thing is for sure, I don't get bored. You know, new units. I hope they bring in new units because, like what they said, you know, with this Onslaught also, you can again win Liberators. You again can win Hammers and stuff like that. You know, it's good for the lower medium level players to get some more of those units. But for me, it's without sense. There's nothing in the upcoming Onslaught that I really need. So, do I play it? Yeah, if I need Thorium. Event, always going to play Event because I really wonder what the new puppets are that I see in the banners. So, yeah, I'm going to rock at that. And the other one is if the mini event contains units that are in the normal event, then probably I'm going to play the mini event too with Christmas because I don't have many plans there. So, Onslaught was the thing for me, always been since day one. You know, I was always looking forward to it. Whenever they're gonna release it, I was really excited. But now with the prices in there, just like a joke to me. Thorium, I don't need. Yeah, you know, on my stage of playing, it's without sense getting Onslaught Thorium because for me, to get Thorium, it's not so hard. So. I understand for people that, but that's the thing that kicks I really need to learn is that the higher level players don't have a problem. Yeah, we get damage to get Thorium. For the lower level players, Onslaught is a great thing to get Thorium, but if they don't pass stage 20, there's nothing for them to get. And if you put ridiculous prices like 25 million in once in 5 tiers, you know, you probably cannot even hold 25 million or 20 million. So it's kind of joke. The balance is totally ripped out of you. The thing. I'm not allowed to say that word, but you know, it's yeah. Probably Onslaught not, but the last two, yeah. Okay, that's it for me. Anybody want to talk?
All right, Venom, you're up. Because TJ's in the middle of a battle, so we don't want to interrupt him on that. Venom.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
My view of this, I sort of said this earlier, but it's not like they don't have a prerequisite. They kind of did this to us before, where they stacked events very close to a holiday. It's not good. People are traveling. People are in the process of trying to get back home to play, especially if, you know, they've just, you know, traveled out of state or whatever to see family, especially for Christmas, Thanksgiving. it's just a little bit too much too close, especially with it estimated to start the day after, on the 26th of the month. The trophy thing is a real kick in the balls. Like Pascal said, for the higher levels, for the players that have been in this game long enough, that is what Onslaught gave us. That was what really was the driving force for these mini events. By not offering a trophy at completion of the 55th wave or 50th wave, it really lowers the amount of drive that I see in even attempting to participate, because I can certainly do the other do the regular events or collect medals and purchase prizes. Going far enough in the standard monthly events, you can collect the same units. And I mean, God forbid you understand from their perspective. They need to understand we have units that we're still building. We have units that we are upgrading. We have res that we're collecting to upgrade units. We have a full platter of non-stop, arduous tasks that we complete every day that we're online playing the game. To back 3 events, and to give us thorium, give us prizes inside the events. I'm not discounting it. It's necessary. You got to have something that you get. But, higher levels can get thorium through other means. PvP players can swap around the thorium, by taking it off their enemies. And the amount of thorium you get in the higher level, to me, is ridiculous. The lower tiers of the Onslaught should pay off the better rates of thorium for the lower levels. As you get up higher and you're a higher level, because you can get through the Onslaught events with ease, the thorium doesn't need to be so grandiose. Obviously, if you've collected thorium from the previous 6 waves or 20 waves or whatever number of waves that you've completed, now you're rushing to just, to burn it off so that the next 20 million, 40 million payout isn't half of it wasted. That balance is Kicksai's go-to terminology, but they don't always seem to grasp the concept of across the board balance. I don't know. That's my opinion. One, they're too close together. It's too soon after the holiday. It should not be an event and a mini event and an Onslaught event, and we should get a goddamn prize that is worth completing the Onslaught, which is and always has been, aside from recent when they removed it, was the trophy. I want the trophy back, goddamn it. That's me.
All righty then, TJ, you're up.
I don't know. All these events during the holidays. We got like Christmas and New Year's, and now we got 3 events. I don't have the time. Right now, time or money. They just included the new sale, which I bought, and I'm maxed out on money and time, and I really do want a trophy.
Well, you muted yourself, TJ.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. You didn't hear what I just said?
We heard up to the trophy part.
I really do want a trophy, and that's all I can say. I really don't intend to play all 3 of them.
All righty then. You keep muting yourself. I don't know if that's intentional or not. But...
No. I just keep muting myself when I'm done talking.
Oh, all righty. All right, who's left? Don.
Dark is back, Dark Lord. So maybe you want to finish his.
Being King or Peel?
The Dark Lord. You want to finish your story?
I don't even know where I left off at, so it don't really matter to me.
Okay, mate.
All right. So, who do we got left? Don, right?
No, I've already given my opinion.
Okay.
That's the end of it. Do you want to move on to the notes?
Yep. Let's move on to the notes. Give me 1 second.
My
Why,
opinion.
why you sound so serious, David? Normally you aren't so serious. Man,
I have no clue.
your responsibility right now, right?
He's trying to behave.
I'm trying to. Is it showing up for you guys?
Dave, do you want me to sing to you so we can loosen you up a little
Please.
bit?
No. You'll turn me on.
Shall I take the ball out and pull lens for you?
It's going to be bad enough that I'm going to actually ask you to read the notes.
You want me to read the notes?
Yeah, for some reason it's not coming up. It's showing
I
as a
have the
black
notes right in
screen.
front of me.
Hold on. Let me.
I prefer Skipper your voice reading the notes on the set than your voice.
Well, we rather hear your voice because it is the best out of all of us.
Can I just do my regular one? I don't have to put any kind of like
Can you
accents
see my
or
screen?
anything.
No, you don't have to put any accents. Your regular one's sexy enough.
My whole problem, my whole problem with this is that we got all these bases and they show them in the upgrades or in the upgrade notes, but then the roadmap never did show the fact that we've got these new bases. And I don't understand how come the roadmap is worthless. That's all.
I think that's more to do with
off the
kickstarting.
record answer to that, but I probably shouldn't say that on the record.
Okay, we'll wait. You don't have to say anything.
Go ahead with the upgrade notes.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to do them low and slow, shall we?
Oh.
Skip, I have a special request. Can you do an African sexy voice?
No, because there's so many African dialects, and I really only know like 2 or 3 people that have that dialect. I would have to spend like at least an hour with them.
I say do the Southern twang one, man.
Oh, I could do that right now if you like.
It's up to you.
Do low and slow, but if you like the Southern, we can switch it up. I'll switch it up. The notes are so freaking long anyway. Now, hold on a second. Do you want me to, as I read the notes, do you want me to click on each thing that's highlightable so I can give you the details, or just read the regular notes?
We go read the regular notes, I guess,
Okay.
right now. Then we'll go from there.
Alrighty then. The following changes and fixes have been applied on Tuesday, 12/6 update. Update Onslaught 11, which will start tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Also update the Omega Titan base. These bases will only be on the world map for Sunday, 12/11/2016. These bases award the following Omega Titan parts on victory, all based off chance. An Elite Titan, 2-time Omega Titan parts, 3-time Omega Titan parts, or 5 times the Omega Titan parts. In addition, there's an update, the Malachi boss base. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite is back because, well, size matters. Shadow Ops campaign. Boss bases for the new Shadow Ops campaign will spawn on Sunday starting 12/11/2016. This is the first boss fight that will not reset after each battle. There is a 15-minute timer for this fight. Good luck, commanders. Killing Malachi is needed for victory conditions. The Malachi boss arms cache will contain 3 components that are earned from each victory. You are guaranteed to receive 1 common, 1 uncommon, and 1 rare component tech. Tech drops Tech drops from the boss arms cache will only be for the current featured Shadow Ops units. Tech drops will change when the Shadow Ops arms caches change, applying to the newest unit tech being featured. So basically, folks, whatever's being featured for that Shadow Ops campaign is the tech that you're going to receive. An update to the Liberator base. These bases will only spawn on the world map for the following dates: December 6th, December 7th, December 26th, 27th, and 28th. The following items can be earned from destroying these bases. All items are based off chance, or the lottery system, or however you would like to refer to it. 3-time components on each victory is earned. C4 round component, anti-armor round component, assault armor round component, uncommon, engaged armor component, uncommon, endurance training component, rare, target practice component, rare. guys don't know what that is, those update notes are clickable and it will explain to you further.
All right, hang on. Skip 1 second. Hang on.
Yes.
Because for some reason it is only presenting TJ, and I have told it to present Venom.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I thought I was presenting. That's why I went widescreen.
Yeah. It's.
How about now?
Let's see. Because YouTube is still presenting you.
Yeah, it has a little lag.
I know. I'm waiting for it. Okay.
It is
Now.
about a 10-second lag.
Yeah, it's not presenting.
Do you need me to bring mine up and present?
Let's do this real quick.
Hold on.
Close my
I'm
work.
waiting for it. Hold on.
I think maybe Shadow's got it clicked on TJ, so it's just going to keep showing TJ.
Yeah, I got the power to do it, but.
Okay.
All right, try.
It says Venom. Yeah, it says that Venom's no longer presenting. Oh, now it says
try
Venom is. Okay, try now.
What do you see? You see Peel's little thing?
Well, I see it on our end, but I'm not seeing it on the YouTube
Hold on a
side.
sec. Let me go back up here. You guys tell me you're my eyes.
It's not your
Sorry,
end
guys.
of Venom. I think
Yeah.
it's from Shadow's end. That's the problem.
Right.
Damn it, Shadow, come back.
Who's in? Shadow slot. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Get your mind out of the gutter, Jan.
Yeah. Let's see here. Present to everybody. Let's try that.
Well, it's quite all right. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
We'll list a link to locate the forum post for you.
Yeah, I've got them.
Side.
All right, I'll post it out there.
Thank you kindly. Carry on, love, if you don't
Go
mind.
Yeah, I'm ready when you guys are. Okay. Should I repeat what I read or just continue where I was?
What the heck? It's coming up as congratulations. Who the heck has Heal?
TJ. That's not me.
Oh, it's TJ. Yeah, he's got it set to where TJ's the only one presenting. I do not know how to fix that, or if he's the only one that can do it.
Take it off, TJ. Come on.
I love that picture so much.
All right. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Skip.
No
Carry
problem.
on.
No problem. Okay. Update to the Hammer base. These bases will only be on the world map for the following dates: December 5th, 6th, 7th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. The following items can be earned from destroying these bases. All bases are based off chance. 2 times Hammer Tank. With an asterisk, ladies and gentlemen, the 2-time Hammer Tank can be earned from this base in total. If a Hammer Tank was already previously earned from a Hammer base, only 1 more Hammer Tank will be earned. If a Hammer Tank was not earned at all, when these bases spawned, 2 Hammer Tanks can be earned, 1 from each base victory. In addition, there will be 3 components on each victory after the first attack where the Hammer Tank is actually earned. In other words, you have to have the Hammer Tank before you will get the attack. Okay, that's kind of like plain English. Hopefully everybody gets that. Okay, let's switch gears a little bit. You can earn the Pyro Shells component, the Shredding Shells component, the Grounded Armor component,
I need tissues now.
the Ultralight Armor component, and the Sexy Tank Commander component, the Loading Efficiency component. Oh, I love a man who knows how to load efficiently. And in addition, there was an update to all challenge bases, and all of you who normally play War Commander like I do 7 days a week have already been bent over and boned by the changes to the challenge bases. They have all been updated, so bend over. And the improvement to the Apollo schematic art behind its custom slot inside the workshop UI has been improved. The bug fixes that we have: there was a fix to the radio tower where the advanced stealth detection was not working properly, and that just made me hot and bothered under the collar. The descriptive level for all levels have been updated. At level 1, your radio tower is the home for your base communications commander. It's home for your contact settings. At level 2, the radio tower increases the stealth detection range for your buildings and your units. At level 3, the radio tower unlocks your advanced scout, which allows you to peek in and target any target on the world map and the nearby platoon, revealing cloak units, mines, and oh, so much more. So don't forget to use your advanced scout because it's sexy to peek in on somebody else when he's not looking. At level 4, your radio tower increases the advanced scout to a charge of 3. That gives you 3 little peekaboos, everybody. At level 5, the radio tower increases your advanced scout to 5 peekaboos, increases the stealth detection ranges of your buildings and units by a massive 1,000%. Oh my God, I love it. So big and wonderful. And the final fix is the gear store is not showing correctly sized icons or has some missing icons. And there you go. Those are your update notes for this week. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Oh man, thank you. That's something to come back on. All right.
And by the way, I tried presenting.
I got it to work at the end.
How?
I fingered and tinkered around.
Okay.
He's better than you.
Yeah, well, I haven't played around with Google
Final
Hangouts.
fucking Richie.
I haven't played around with Google Hangouts long enough, so I figure we'll click on his name and say present to everyone.
Yeah, I want to apologize to everybody for the first half of that.
Yes.
All right, so there goes your update notes. What do you guys think about that? You guys think about how? Okay, we've been waiting a long time for these Malachi bases. I mean, a long fucking time. What do you guys think? How they're gonna turn out?
I kind of hope they're going to be really easy as hell with how long we've been waiting. But, you know, that's probably not going to happen. They're going to be probably harder than hell. So
they'll either be like Growler bases or they'll be like the Black Widow bases.
Yeah.
Well, they give us a time limit, so I guess it's like you have to pick away at the base.
No time limit. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. You can do it in 50 minutes now.
Yeah, I was hoping because we skipped one week. How about we get like two bases? We can do 2 bases.
No, we skipped 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
This is the third week right here.
So we can we should be able to like catch up.
To be honest, guys, I'm not totally not interested because yeah, for the elite Juggernaut, yes, I will get my 1 part. If we get more parts, then I probably will do more. But the gold cash, the chest, what we get again? Apollo tax? Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck that. It's not worth it. I mean, the only reason we got really screwed over is the fact that we completely missed out on gold liberator tech. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to screen share this because this pisses me off quite a lot.
Hold on. Let me put you on blast.
All right.
There you go.
That was perfect timing for that song, for that music. By the way.
It really was. That's like Law and Order or some shit in the background from someone. All right, so Liberator Tech, right? I've been doing the Liberator bases. For those of you that see my video, they're really easy for me. But, you know, at the moment, I'm sitting on 124 anti-armor rounds, 125 C4 rounds, 45 assault armors, and 50 engagement armors. Then we come to the gold tech. 15 endurance training and 17 target practice. You know, when you add them both together, even though, you know, that one's basically kind of useless, you know, that's the one you want. You know, but you add them together, that's 32 tech, gold tech. Add everything else, you know, add them all up together, I'm sitting at probably, you know, well, right just under 350 liberator tech in total, and I'm only sitting at 17 of the useful gold tech. That's, you know, in terms of for both gold tech, I'm sitting at like just under 10%, you know, gold tech drop rate. That's fucking suck. In terms of the just the 1 tech that I want, the target practice, that's 5% drop rate.
Yeah, but you go really quick because we're talking about Apollo techs. yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
the Liberators, we got a whole lot of them.
that's my point. I mean, Apollo.
People want to play with the Liberators, but you know, the max about what you can hold if you are maxed out on everything, you can hold 20 Apollos. So how many techs do you want? You cannot get more than 20 packages because you have 20. It's insane, you know, and that's why I'm not interested in the boss Malachi base, only for the elite Juggernaut parts, you know.
Exactly, because and that's the thing. I mean, if they dropped when they were meant to drop the first time, we would be getting a liberated tech from them. So of course we would have all loved that because we'd be getting a gold tech from every single base we did. So if we did 20 bases, that's 20 gold tech. That's fucking awesome. But I mean, in terms of Apollos, I've got a few of them.
To be honest, they should. It should be. I mean, we're hitting these bases. They should get one of each. One gold tech, one regular tech. Yeah, one per each base.
Oh my god, yes.
So I'm hitting one right now. I mean, and I already know I'm not gonna get shit from it. But
I get crap. You get crap. You have like a 10% drop rate to get a gold tech. So you'll get one gold tech every 10 bases you hit. And if that, if you get the endurance training, well, that means you've kind of wasted basically those 10 bases. I'm only doing all these bases to get that target practice. And I mean, how the fuck am I meant to workshop? Or I got like 27 something in my bunkers at the moment. So like I'm barely going to be able to max, to put that tech on all of the ones in my bunkers, let alone all the other ones I want to use.
All right, I won C4 rounds, anti-armor round, and 2 anti-armor rounds. No gold tech.
Yeah, it's shit.
Well, see, and there's another aspect, and I can attest to this. My own personal doing these bases, you just ran one base and got 2 identical tech and one, different tech. I've been hitting bases and getting 3 of the exact same tech. So that's all great if you're sitting there in a casino and you get 3 cherries and you win the jackpot. But when you get 3 rounds and you go to a base and you get 3 rounds, it's fucking pointless.
It is. It really.
I want 3 different things,
I mean, I saved these 2 pictures because they're the only times out of the countless bases I've done where I was like, fucking, that's incredibly lucky to get like 2 things. Like 2 gold tech. And, look at that. 3 of them are useless. 1 was good. And that's about it. I doubt I'll ever see, one where I'll get like 2 gold target practice or some shit.
And weren't we told that shit was supposed to change?
Yeah.
I mean, weren't we told? We were told that it was supposed to change, that the drops were supposed to get better.
They're not. They're just as bad. They're just as bad as always. If anything, I mean, you saw my screen. I've got fucking like 250 bronze tech. I've got like 90, just under 100 silver tech, and I've got 30 fucking gold tech. I mean, that's beyond stupid. I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, here I'll show you. I pulled up the video of the base that I'm talking about, or the completion that I'm talking about. So here's the video. Play it. So I completed the base, obviously. Chest comes up. Our C4 round, C4 round, C4 round.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point of that?
You're getting boned.
Yeah, I've had that a couple of times, as well as I've had it happen with the anti-armor rounds. But I mean, at the end of the day, until they increase the drop rate on the gold tech, having these bases spawn, and just just a reminder. I mean, the Liberator bases aren't spawning that much. We're getting them. Today they're going to despawn today. So in about 5 hours they'll be gone from the map, and we're not going to see them till after Christmas for 3 days.
And that includes that little mini event. So I mean,
well, let's chat on that real quick. I mean, again, the 26th is going to be your pivotal day because you've got an event, a mini event starting, you've got an event ending, and you're coming off of the holiday. So everything seems to coincide with that 26th of December. That's putting a lot of pressure. The only thing you don't have to worry about is the hammer bases. Because they're done on the 14th.
It's ridiculous. I mean, there's no getting around it. I mean, I understand that they want to be packed up and prepared for Christmas. But it seems to me like they're trying to rob you of your Christmas money.
Pretty much.
I mean, to be straight out honest, it sounds like that's what they're trying. They are trying to rob you of your Christmas money. Well, I'm too old for Christmas money, goddammit.
So, anybody got an idea what the Juggernaut's going to be like?
No idea.
There's nothing.
Nothing, because we missed out on the boss bases, so we don't have a clue about the Juggernaut.
Hell, I only got 2 parts. I only got 2 parts for the damn thing.
You should have kept doing because you would have gotten your Apollo tick.
I ain't worried about it. I don't use my Apollos.
I'm in the same boat as you, Shadow. I don't use the Apollo. I built a couple. I don't fly them.
I got 5 built that sit in my storage.
Yeah.
You collector, you.
Yep. I could build 10.
I got 11 for sale because I got 31.
Yeah.
I'm reading the specs for the Juggernaut, and unless it has range, Liberator is going to eat it. Liberator is going to eat it the fuck up. It only fires a single highly explosive projectile. It's a BFGX.
Yep.
Yeah, it starts shoot faster if it kills buildings.
Mm-hmm.
So
all you need is a howler. That's all you need is a howler, and you can run circles around it.
I am going to go back and I'm going to build honey badgers. And I'm going to start killing these fucking things with honey badgers just to prove to Kixeye how lousy this idea is.
You can't. Hell, you could do elite mega tanks with them, or legendary mega tanks.
Legendary mega tanks.
Legendary pieces of shit. Yeah, I'm packing a pack of cigarettes. What of it? People tell me I smoke too much. Shut up, Chandler. All right, what else we got? We got the December roadmap.
I'm saying it too.
Hey, welcome down.
And Skip's gonna read it, so Debo's wife will make sure he doesn't watch the show anymore.
Oh, we don't want all that now.
Which one do you want me to read now? The roadmap?
The roadmap, yep.
The one that
especially the one that Salaka wrote. Make sure that you emphasize what's all in caps.
Well,
and please Latino style.
Yeah, Latino style. Yeah, I was gonna suggest that one.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna put Venom. You're on blast.
Showing up on YouTube.
Hang on. Wait for it. Yep, it's on. It's up.
Take it away, Lo. Am I reading this or Skip?
I say
Skip is. Yep. Make sure you emphasize that shit right there in caps, because that's why the Liberator.
Which accent would you?
Go ahead. Oh, just do it the way you want to do it, baby. Just do it the way you want to do it.
Commanders, in anticipation of the great content coming in December, we're excited to reveal this month's roadmap with you. All release information below is subject to change. So that means to all you Latinos out there, especially my Latino professor who I know who is watching.
That sounds incredibly Asian.
Okay, so I was channeling a little bit of TP in there, all right? It happens. It happens. Been dealing with Pinoys all day. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna put my size 10 foot in my mouth now.
Jim's laughing his ass off over here.
Hey, you got little feet.
I do have
Let
little
me
feet.
try this again. Little feet.
I wear size 15.
Yeah, but you're 7 foot tall and your name's fucking Sasquatch. Now shut up and let her read.
Okay, Lionel Richie, enough.
Get wrecked.
That was a good one. That was good. All right, go ahead, Skip. Sorry.
Commanders, all release information below can be subject to change. Look up the word change in the American Dictionary, UK Dictionary, World Dictionary. Subject to change means if you don't like it and they want to change it, you're boned. Okay, next. The December Gear Store update. The Gear Store has been revamped and retrofitted to provide you with the top-of-the-line technology. Onslaught 11, challenging defense waves to play through for thorium and survivor units. Shadow Ops campaign number 10 update. Level 20, 45, and 70 bases have been updated. New components have been added to the Shadow Ops arms caches. Building upgrade time reductions. Most buildings will receive a significant reduction to upgrade times. The December event, the Righteous Ones, will be held between December 15th, 2016 and December 21st, 2016. There will be 2 new faction units, New Omega Unique and Omega Tech. The new Omega unit parts will be available through the next event campaign, which will be 3 events through December through February 2017. Invasion. This new defensive mini event contains a new trophy and thorium. Includes a replayable set of 10 defensive waves that award thorium during the first playthrough, a new leaderboard based on completion time, and a trophy for those at the top of the leaderboard. In addition, we will receive Command Center 11. This CC upgrade will provide new upgrades for the rocket silo, radio tower, thorium vault, armory capacity, and more. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Is the information that we have for the December content roadmap. But again, I will say it once again, and I will not sound Asian this time. All release information below can be subject to change.
Yep, that's why the Liberator bases weren't put on that motherfucker.
Those Liberator bases are a bitch, but I will tell you, but I'm not going to show you, but I will tell you it is possible to do them with a fair amount of repair time. With Hailstorm and Omega Titan. Thank you to the gentleman who helped me get my Omega Titan. And thank you for reminding me to get those, what are those things called that drop the bombs? Shit, whatever that tech was.
Squadron.
Yeah.
Yes, the bomber squadrons. I'm getting them. I didn't have them maxed, so I tried to do a Liberator base like somebody else showed me to do it, and I got slaughtered. What was it, 21 and a half hours repair time? Oh, yeah. Jim's was 19. Forgot my bomber tech wasn't at level 6. I coined that fucker. So yeah, it is possible to do it, but you're not going to be able to do it without damage. Would like to share a small bit of public information to the asshat and forums who ended up eventually having his post trashed. Can anybody here, ding, 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 tell me what does it mean when you have a maximum level defense lab in any base, whether it's your base or what looks to be a simple Liberator base? What does it mean?
You get a bonus. You get a defensive bonus.
Yeah, you get a fucking defensive bonus. And what happens when you
buff.
put any kind of Liberator in a tower?
Oh, you get
It
almost.
gets the stacked bonus.
Yes,
And the
you get a range stack bonus, which means they have a 830 range, motherfucker. So for you who call me a fucking game noob on forums, fuck you, motherfucker.
We have broken.
Ouch!
We have broken the skipjack. Okay, guys, we have broken the skipjack.
Damn,
She's come to the dark
You
side.
know, I may not be the best War Commander player out there, but I know my wiki inside out and backwards. Because you know who gives a lot of that information to Troy? Me, because nobody at Kickside bothers to take the time to do that. So I know my shit inside out and backwards. And they're like, oh, that's unfair because their Liberators have more range. Fucker, if you had a maximum, if you knew anything about the defensive lab and you knew about towers, your Liberators too could have the same range. Sorry.
Let me tell you, like, another thing, guys. Those towers are not max towers. If they were max towers, we'd never be able to get in that motherfucker.
Oh fuck no, you would not.
Barely
You
get
would
in there
not.
now. I can get in, but barely.
I
My
want to show something first, just on this on the topic of kind of bashing noobs. I saw this. You know, it was under the Liberator Bases thread in the forum. Some guy kind of gave a pretty decent description of, you know, trying to help people try to take him out, and then this like troll basically comes on and is like, "Gee, if only there was a missile that stunned infantry." Oh yeah, there is. You know, talking about the Skybolt. And I see that, and I'm like, that triggered me. So I had to comment on it. And I'm like, gee, if only there was a missile that could concuss infantry, that wouldn't be able to be shot down by the Liberators. Like, I can't help it when I see someone. When I see someone give out useless as fuck information, that triggers me. Like someone that you know outright doesn't know what they're talking about and just offers stupid suggestions. And I mean, he's just having a go at this guy, and he's trying to talk about, oh yeah, launch a missile that can concuss infantry. That would work if Liberators didn't fucking actually shoot at missiles. Sorry, but yeah, like that shit triggers me. So I can't see comments like that.
Maybe it isn't so strange, but maybe is it? Maybe it's a fucking good idea to make a stealth missile that concuss.
Yeah, I mean, we got the EMP, which does shock, so it would be a good idea for them to release one that an untargetable that does concuss.
How about this one? Since they target missiles and drones first before anything else, how about the Atlantis?
No. Fuck untargetable missiles. To hell with that shit. You guys need to shut the fuck up.
It's not.
They are already. There's enough roaches out there that have ruined the untargetable missiles that is the last thing we fucking need right now is some other dick spamming those fucking things. I mean, I run my missile bastion 24/7 now to keep those motherfuckers from spamming my base. Seen the posts out there where motherfuckers using 100 and something missiles and shit again. No, you guys need to shush. No more missiles. The fuck with that. It's bad enough we're getting another upgrade for the rocket silo. A useless piece of shit.
Hey, Shadow. That's going to be January's update. We're going to get a new missile.
Oh man, I will be so pissed.
It's
bad enough we're gonna have a 12-day upgrade for this command center.
You're going to boot me from the show if that actually comes to permission, huh?
You, Fear, Venom, all you motherfuckers bringing up that goddamn untargetable missile bullshit.
Make it an untargetable cluster bomb, especially for Shadow.
Shut up! God damn it, Pascal!
Hey, the Atlantis is not an untargetable missile; just has a hellacious health.
Sam.
Well, the Atlantis was actually a targeting missile. It was designed to grab the attention of your AA. All right,
hold on. There's a question from Sam. He wants to know what's better, Stronghold or Watchtower. Now, a lot of people are all about the Stronghold. Some people are about towers. It's all about, if you're fighting anti-air, then towers are the shit because they reach out and touch you.
Well,
they reach out and touch your air. But if you want to defend against ground and missiles, then strongholds are the way. I'm switching mine to strongholds because of the missile spammers.
The only problem with strongholds is it's a little bit more upgrade time.
No,
No, it's not. Nope.
they have the exact same upgrade times on all strongholds, normal bunkers, and watchtowers. The only difference is go Skip.
No, oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say just real quick before I forget my thought. Before I got my that quick it just went right out of my head. Tempest. I did have a mixture of both because I didn't have a really good anti-air defense. So if I'm speaking to a low to mid, and I know he's not a low to mid level player, but I know there'll be low to mid levels watching. If you don't have Tempest or you don't have Workshop Tempest and you don't have a lot of anti-air, that to me that's a great way is to have a mixture, to have 2 strongholds and two towers, so that would help. But I'm just again speaking strictly from when I was more like a mid-level base setup. It did help me until not only did I get my Tempest, but I also got the stuff to go on my Tempest in the shop. Of course, now all my stuff strong. That's just my personal opinion. Go ahead. I'm done.
In just a minute, I'll have a stronghold maxed out, and then I will swap and I need to get resources, but I'll be switching one to
If you screen share me here real quick, I'll show you the stats on the stronghold, bunker, and tower.
All right, hold on. Well, I got them up too. I've already got 2 of them maxed out.
Yeah, I'm just saying here's the stats on the bonuses they give.
I'll just read it out. So the reason why people do different things is strongholds give plus 40% damage to vehicles, whereas watchtowers give plus still 40%, is it?
Yeah,
plus 40% damage to aircraft.
Yeah.
And then you have your standard bunker, which gives 20% to everything. Granted, technically, that gives more percentage bonus overall. It gives a smaller buff to what you're trying to kill specifically. But yeah, overall, it's down to whether you want increased damage to air or ground.
And the range that you want, the compensation for the range. A tower will give you a greater range.
Yes, you get 10% increased range over the strongholds with a watchtower. But especially now with liberators coming out and being able to stuff them into your bunkers, having a tech for liberators that gives 40% increased damage to vehicles, add that onto a stronghold, and you're looking at giving your liberators plus 80% damage to vehicles. Now, personally, I'm going stronghold. I've just swapped 2 of my bunkers over to strongholds. They're low-level bunkers, so they're quick to do it, but a maxed bunker takes like 4 days, so it really takes a long time. But yeah, liberators will massacre any air that comes into your base in general. They're really, really good at killing air. So personally, I think everyone at the moment is much better off going strongholds.
I just don't know I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to waste the time, because I have to do 4 days of this and then 4 days to upgrade it, or 9 days total.
Yeah, it's long when you get up to the max level.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're gonna need to do it eventually.
Yeah, I know. Sucks balls is what it does. Hardcore balls.
Yeah, I'm swapping mine over because you need to defend against that Inferno tune. Especially like when you're offline, I guess.
You can try everything what you want, Fear. I will smack you anyway.
For those that are wanting it, I'll post the link to War Commander Wiki.
That would be awesome.
That probably didn't come out right. So.
It's just like how my base is set up. How I've had people ask why I have the walls like I do, and that is to absorb missile damage.
There you go.
And it does. Let me tell you, those walls are badass against missiles.
Yep.
And that's why my base is set up like it is. And she does great.
I thought that was your throw together base.
It was, but you know something? I'm gonna have to redesign it because I've got to fit my other towers back in here. But the way it sits right now, she does a damn good job
Yeah. I'll have to
against
admit,
a
I'll admit
lot
it.
of things.
It does pretty good.
I don't have to worry about its electric because I've got Howers in there and Liberators, so I don't have to worry about that shit. Missiles, they can't touch me.
Yeah, because you got your missile bastion, which I still can't figure out where the hell you put it.
It's right there behind his CC.
See the,
Like,
Yeah, the radar.
It just blends in with the background.
Oh.
you miss it for the command center radar dish. You don't.
That's right.
The David kind of suck in attack, so you don't see that kind of stuff.
Hey. I love you
Hey.
too.
I love
Be
you too,
nice,
brother.
okay? Be nice. He scraps it. It's electric off.
Yep. I do.
Especially for me. I make him so nervous.
Yes, you do, Pascal.
I wish he
love
fucking
you.
would stop moving.
You want to bug fix Kixeye. Fix the fact that our units decide to just randomly move around in our base when we log out, leave, come back. Fix the
God,
goddamn
it's
save
fucking
issues.
annoying as shit. Look at you see these little guys? They're not supposed to be there. All right, all these little guys are not supposed to be there. They're supposed to be on the other side of the wall. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do next. I don't know if I should go ahead and just change it or upgrade it.
change it.
God damn it! I gotta go get resources. How's my air looking? Yeah. Fucked
Hey,
up.
I have four and one. I have four strongholds on one tower, bro.
That's what I shall be doing. All right. So who is doing what, and I shall present because nobody wants to see me hit a fucking 60. Okay, I do it like everybody else does.
I'll do a liberator base again.
All
No,
right,
not again.
Yeah. There you
Well,
go.
I do them no damage when I do them properly. But you can basically do them all day. I'll show my what's my repair right now.
The Howler pack. That's Brett. That's good. What do you guys think about that deal that's Kickstarter sending out about the Howler pack?
Okay, I can talk to that real easy.
Because you already bought it.
No, I won't buy it, and I'll tell you why. It's not that I don't like the fact that you get 5 expert howlers. That's excellent. It's somewhat deceitful in the gold radiant arcs behind these techs. They're not gold tech. Okay, so they should have used a silver radiant arc behind, the driving ace, et cetera, et cetera. And the fact that the expert howlers don't come pre-built is another thing. For $20, I don't think it's worth the value to me personally. For a lower level, the expert howlers, if they are able to build them, absolutely go for it. They're an awesome addition to base defense. They are a fucking killer unit to have to go out and get res and do bases and do events. But personally, where I sit in the game, it's not worth it. The value is just not there for me. If it was all gold tech and the
Agreed.
howlers came pre-built, I could do the 199.
And I'll kind of show why.
I got 12 built, and I don't have, and of course, I don't have gold tech on all mine, or hell, I think I got gold tech on 3 or 4 of them, and they're the ones that are in my base. But I mean, hold on, a matter of fact,
I'm just showing why the gold tech is better, so much better. I mean, if you look at the silver armored tires, you get 20% decreased damage from everything while moving. Okay, that's okay, but when you look at the gold one, you get minus 40%. That's double it. That's a huge change. That's huge. And that one's not as big a difference as these two. I mean, you look at the Bloodhound. Look at the Bloodhound bullets. You get 45% increased damage to infantry with the silver one at max level. You look at the gold one, you get 60%, and you get the secondary bonus, which is plus 25 range, which is huge. You know, you look at the driving ace, you get 20% damage boost while moving for silver. You look at the gold, you get 30% damage boost while moving, and you get a 10% movement speed buff. I mean, when you compare these gold techs to the silver techs, they're just like out of the world. P.S. Anyone that wants some fucking gold bloodhound bullets, I'd sell them to you if I could.
And like I said, if it wasn't slightly misconceiving that the tech is the higher range tech, if you don't read the little U, you're gonna get burned.
Yep. Here's the other thing. What'd they do with the expert hailstorms and the cyclones when they did a package like this? What was in the next event?
Yeah,
that's my point. That's where I want to step in. You know, I'm fucked anyway, because you know, for me, I got 20 expert hailstorms already built and golden tech on them all, but I love them so much. I want to have more, and I'm boned because I cannot get more. Not with the package, not with next event. So
you never know.
No, there's a limited lock on them. I got a ticket. So.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe they'll
unlock it. Here's one of my Howard setups. Okay, I got 5 of them. All right, because I have to have 5 to get them all done. I mean, I've got driving ace. Got that one. I got that one because I'm always moving it. I got the nitrous because I'm always, it's because I'm always moving.
But why you put heavy ordnance? Because that's slow.
Because I had nothing else to put on it.
Yeah, there is one more tech you can give you more speed.
Yeah, sorry, go command. I only have one left though, so.
Hold up, Why more speed? Add the velocity rounds. Go down one.
That's also.
I can't.
What about
you
shock?
Can buy more.
What about shock?
Replication, motherfucker.
They're gone too.
Well, you better start replicating then.
Yeah,
no need,
I know.
Man. The fucking text that follows around 3,000 medals. Come on.
Exactly. You can just buy more velocity rounds.
I forgot about that.
God damn it,
I was saving. No, I'm saving it for the saving my medals for
3,000 medals. One tech.
But I'll just hit the bases Sunday. I've been lazy, guys. I mean, my shadow op.
Oh yeah, you're a little bit short on medals.
Yeah.
I only got 81,000.
Oops.
You're saving up for what? You need to fucking work, yeah.
I got you, man. I know. I need to get 15 of these fucking things. You know that, right?
We'll do it.
Just do it.
I am. Shut up.
I mean, fuck. I got the fucking high caliber ammos when they were fucking expensive, and I bought fucking like 76 of them.
I must give props to Kickside that this is a perfect price to buy your techs. You can say whatever you want.
It is. It's a good price, and they kept everything in there as well. They didn't remove the stuff, even though they're all the weakest version of those techs. At least they're there for us to buy them.
Yep.
I wish they had like a little number thing where you can click on that little arrow.
Oh yeah, and be like purchase 10, purchase 5,
Yeah.
purchase 1,000.
I would like that, but I'm scared to death that it wouldn't properly credit you.
Oh fuck! Yeah.
It would properly deduct your medals. But
yeah, definitely.
but I have a feeling that you click 5, you get 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you end up with a negative 13 of 12 or something.
There is something I like to bring up, and Fear, you're gonna dig this one. All right. It was about that little comment in the AAF page.
Oh, excellent.
All right, I got something I want to say before we let everybody else have their say. All right, guys, it is just a fucking rid run. I mean, really. You guys got so fucking butthurt. I don't understand it. I didn't understand it at all. We were there 4 hours, and only one person was fighting. And damned if you guys did not cry like little girls. What is up with that, people?
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go bring up that post.
You should, because that shit was straight out fucking ridiculous.
Look, I unfortunately I didn't participate. That's not my cup of tea.
What's wrong? Fucking shit.
But I was happy, and like several hundred other viewers loved the show. I have to say this. It was rigged. Well, actually, it was ROV. Random, no matter which one your terminology you're looking for, is the operative word. Random. Just randomly set down and randomly attack the sector. And for them to cry about it, that's pretty goddamn sad. I think.
And there was only one person hitting. You know that, right? Dutch was the only one who was really getting it on.
Yeah, I watched the show. But what I'm going to say is this. Maybe you're going to have to start turning it into reoccurring act of violence instead of a random act of violence. Maybe they just need to get their ass spanked on a constant, regular basis until they learn, take it, shut up, learn from it, move on.
Yeah, I found the post. Man, did I fucking give it to him.
Have you got your base back? I mean, after it got banned for the dropship?
Yeah, I know, Rob.
For you.
Yeah, no, I should go back to 193 and be like, hey guys, did you guys forget to report me or some shit? Oh, that was some funny shit.
Yeah, legit. Dropships, and they're screaming hack.
Well, look, a random platoon with no icon is a problem. A tune with the dropship's icon, the dropship's visual, or that is not attackable, is not an issue. People need to get a grip of what is going on in the game. We know of so many things and situations and issues that are being worked on, and they're trying to put forth rectifying systems to fix issues. If you see something that does not look inherently wrong, leave it alone. Research, find out. If you find out that, yes, absolutely, there's no reason this person should have this, ergo, Diamond Legion, report them, send it in, record it, research, report. With dropships, there are still a handful of players smart enough to have loaded up on them before they were removed from the gear store, loaded up on them before they changed the time. There were people when they first came out, loaded up on them, and they didn't use them all. And they might have 1 or 2 or 5 or 4 still sitting, as Fear is showing you.
That's Shadow.
That's me.
Oh, Shadow. Okay.
I got 2.
Yeah. I got 2 as well.
in their list. So, and I still want to have Kixeye add another 3 slots in that goddamn thing. But I used mine up. I had 2. I got them before they even did the removal. I used 1, used the other one before they took them out of the gear store, and I never went and bought any more because I knew they were going to drop the usage down to an hour. And I really was afraid they were going to screw it up so bad that it was just going to be a waste of my metals. I was focusing my metals on other things. But when somebody uses it on me, and I see, hey, look, he's got, an Osprey, visual, hanging out over top of my base. Oh, he's running dropship.
And what's bad is when we do a run like that, a random act of violence run, we have AF in our groups, we have TOA in the group, we have KT, we have, everybody. It's a whole big group of people.
You're not running a clan rid. You're doing a fun get-together group of friends, go out and just do a random spot check on a sector. It's not like you specifically target any particular person or group. You just go into a random sector and you say, okay, whoever's not with us, red, you're dead.
Unless Skipjack needs a favor.
I had no
man,
idea.
That's separate.
And, I said that shit live. I had no idea that Heavy Gunner was in that sector. None. Okay, none.
Oh, and by the way, we're not nobody's gonna make excuse to nobody. And I have something to say about that too, It really occurred to me that a typical clan in this whole fucking game thinks the ruder you talk, the more you belong to that fucking clan. Well, if you have a big man syndrome because you think you beat KT, it doesn't mean that there are players out there who can whoop your ass without any notice. Because the only thing is you is a bunch of cockroaches who climb all together on one base. You beat them and you go brag, and then you use the word cry, like it's a package of milk. You don't know what even his cry is.
And what's funny, we've seen big groups come and go. We've seen we'll start TP. You guys remember that? That was the clan to beat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were the shit. You couldn't touch them. If they came to your sector was toast. But eventually people realized, wait a minute, they're not all that. They started grouping together. KT was born. KT ended up just like TP. They became a group that was a force to be reckoned with. AAF kicked off. Now they are a force to be reckoned with. I mean, these groups come and go.
I really have an opinion about this because I've been jumping for 3 years now, and I can manage if all the players that I know, the lone wolves, the small groups, the veterans in the game, if we man up and we come together, we combine a force, we kick every fucking body out of the game. But do we want that? Yeah. No, we love the game. I know a handful of players. I know I can make a force if they're willing. I can make a force of 30 players. You can bring 200 of your cockroaches, but with my 30 players, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
All right, I'll join you, Pascal.
Teach me, Obi-Wan. Teach me.
I know, that it's, how many people can kill one base? You can jump on one base with 20 people. Does it make you a great warrior? No.
At the end of the day, this is just a pixelized game, and those people should not take that shit so fucking personal.
Yeah, I think it's time I got presented. Let's put Marky on fucking blast.
I mean, be honest. Come on, we were there for 5 hours. It was a 5-hour Saturday show. There's only 5 people in this little run. I didn't fight because I was bubbled, and I showed I had no air. And I'm sorry, Christmas has tapped me out. All right, Christmas comes before this game. So I'm a broke motherfucker right now. So I wasn't popping my bubble. I had no air. So I sat in my bubble and I helped Dutch. By the way, I showed people, and I got a lot of PMs saying thank you because they did not know about the 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock spots. They never use a Google. They've never used Google, the Google Hangouts to do a fight. They've always done it, typing.
And that goes to show you.
And I showed them how. Oh man, it was. Let me tell you something. Me and Dutch, I did not fight, but I directed, and we kicked ass as a team.
Knowledge is power.
As a 2-player team, we rocked. We rocked them. We put an ass whooping on that sector.
Yep.
And that's it. With a few people, Google Hangout or Skype or any kind of these programs, with a few people and a little bit of knowledge, man, you kick some fucking ass. You have a hitter, you have a sniper, and you have a director. And you just rock. You can rock. And yeah, people make fun of the director. Oh, you're sitting in a bubble talking shit. Hey, let me tell you something. That you can say all you want, but everybody does it. Everybody does it. You always have that one that sits in the bubble, who helps his teammates.
Central command.
That's it.
Everyone has a scout. Everyone has a scout. Everyone has a general, and everyone has a platoon. I mean, that's what it's all about.
And me and Dutch worked great together. If you guys watched that show towards the end when he was defending his base, we kicked ass as a team.
You were directly outside. I was helping him inside. And he was following orders, and he kicked that dude's ass in his base.
And kicked their asses.
In all honesty, the most powerful piece of information any player defending their base can have is where the platoons are located outside the base.
Where they're coming from.
Exactly. If they know from which spawn point their next attack is coming from, or how many platoons and where they're located, they know what to defend against.
12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, etc.
It is the most powerful piece of information, even more so than what's in the platoon. You can take on what comes at you. Once it spawns, you see what it is, and you can attack it. But knowing from what direction it's going to come at you is bar none, extremely powerful.
But that's also the reason, guys, I want to apologize to the YouTube viewers. That's also the reason why I am not doing the live PvP shows. I love to watch them. I'll be there around, but I don't want to give all my tricks away how we fight within MOD. So don't blame me, please. I love the way the guys doing it, but I'm not going to participate there because. Sorry?
I'm sorry, Pascal. My bad. No, go ahead and finish, man. That was rude.
Yeah, because some of my tactics that we use, Shadow knows, I share with the people that I very close to, but I don't want to show everybody, because if everybody does what we does, not fun.
No, that's it. I never tell people what Pascal tells me. Even when we do the live shows, I never use those tactics in the live shows ever.
And it's
out of respect for Pascal.
Yeah,
and if I did use those tactics, you guys wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, no, trust me, it has nothing to do with cheats, guys. Beware of that. It's nothing to do with cheats.
No, it's not. But like right now, I'm showing. Okay, for you guys out there who are watching who don't know what we're talking about when it comes to the watch face. 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11. Okay? If you use those terms, it does not matter what they have, like Venom says. If you say, okay, and this is how I was doing with Dutch. I was telling him, all right, they're coming in at your 6 o'clock. That means he was in his base preparing for them to come from his low corner, from his low side. And you move your units accordingly, your base tunes. And now I've stolen his idea. All right, and I know you guys. I'm not gonna say it because if you guys watch the show, then you would know. If not, I'm sorry. Dutch isn't on the show to give me permission, so I won't. But he has a setup that really helps him out. And if he has somebody directing him, like I was doing, oh man, he wasn't touched. He got his ass. I mean, he was kicking fucking ass. And all he did was repair his base tunes. That's it. He did not repair his base.
And move the tunes to where it's coming next.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing you got to do is you got to know ahead of time. I mean, you can do it with leave. You used to be able to do it with leave attack and then go look outside, but you get your ass kicked. Pardon my language. But now with somebody helping you, like in Google Plus or Skype or whatever, you can sit there and just repair your base and move to where the next attack is coming from, and you really can't be touched.
I'll be honest, guys. I'll be straight out honest. I am not the best base hitter out there. I am not. I'm not. I mean, that's just the way it is, and I've accepted that for a long time. But I'm a hell of a director, and I know where people are. I'm really good at it. I can't snipe for shit. I can hold my own in a base attack. I'm a better defender than I am an attacker. I mean, but at the end of the day, I am a great director, and I say that proudly. I mean, hell, I proved that Saturday night. If you follow directions, I can lead you to victory. I know this.
Especially if you're a lesbian midget. He will direct the shit out of you then.
Bisexual.
Oh man, I ate at Old Charlie's the other night, and my waitress was a 4 foot tall midget.
Oh dear God.
I've got
Wait,
pictures.
did she put the tray on her forehead
Brianna!
and walk to the?
Hold on, Brianna.
All right, look.
I had to sneak some pictures of this one.
Oh God.
Bring me my phone.
Yeah, I think she's sleeping. Shanley, go in there and steal my phone back from your sister.
Bring me my food. Okay, she's coming.
You know what I'm saying? And my two sons are sitting there going singing oompa boompa dippity day. And as soon as we started singing it, she come out with our food. It was like, what? Magic.
Okay.
Magic.
The only things that have to be mentioned is, I mean, like you're saying, you're not an excellent sniper. I used to be a very, very good sniper. But unfortunately, as the game has come along, issues, latency and disconnects and lag during peak times, obviously that's hindered. Obviously, the retreat function in a platoon attack has hindered my ability to be an excellent sniper. I've never been a big base attacker. I tried not to be a defender. I didn't want to get into conflicts. I wanted to be a farmer and just be left the fuck alone.
Look at it, little guy.
But like everything,
that's a lady.
But look,
the stool is as big as she is.
But everything, Jesus, but everything has to adapt. This game makes you have to adapt. So I'm slowly becoming a slightly better attacker.
Oh yeah, I gotta give Lonnie props. Lonnie's the one who's got me back into PvP with these weekly raid runs. And you know, I'm really rusty, really rusty. I fuck up more than I go through it. I can't really hit the high level bases because I don't have the skill. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't have the skill like I did.
I can give you one too.
But you put me behind the mic and you're willing to listen to my commands, we can rock and roll.
I put a gag ball in your mouth.
I don't swing that way, Pascal. All right, let's see what else we got. We got any questions out there on YouTube?
Good one, David.
We shall wait. We will see. Questions.
I don't see any questions in the YouTube.
Yeah, Dob, you're absolutely right.
One skill is corn like crazy. But yeah, I'm happy that we sort of touched on what William was talking earlier about the bunkers and what was the best bunker.
I got one to bring up. What was up with the guy that said he sent the ticket to Kickside because he had the units that could not be hit, but yet he was still out there fighting and still.
We talked about that Saturday during the live show. Yeah.
He still got them that way. I noticed when TJ went there and I was watching his screen, he still got the tunes.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, big quotation marks, glitched platoons.
A big quotation mark, cheat.
Untargeted ones?
Yeah.
Untargetable ones.
There's Heavy Gunners group. That's
Unshackled, right? This is Unshackled, right?
That was Heavy.
And that was in Heavy Gunners clan.
Oh, can I get off the chain then if this is Unshackled?
Please do.
One sec, TJ, are you still in?
Shut up. Let's skip Jock. Please.
Let her talk. Go for it,
I
babe.
just want to say, Skip.
Whoa. One at a time.
Yeah, I just want to say, Skip. Remember bridges. Have at it.
No, fuck it.
Here's what I got to say about that. I'm not pointing my fingers at anybody, okay? Y'all know what I do for a living. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm just saying that for what it is. You know I know how to get into your junk, and you know I know how to get in and see your junk. And if I can't find it, I know people that I've done favors for that can get into your junk and look. So if you have an untargetable platoon, I can guarantee you almost 90% of the time that means there's something in that tune that you cheated. Now, whether or not you did it on purpose or it was by accident, that's for Kickside to decide. But I hope when that hammer comes out, it's painted red and green, and it's got the biggest damn jingle balls on it. So when they drop it down on you, not only are every single one of your tunes going to be reset back to 1, you're not going to be a crater, honey. Your base is going to be reset back to 1, or better yet, my favorite, level 3, so I can pound your fucking ass for being a god-blessed twat waffle. Okay, so if you have a tune that's untargetable and you're using them,
yep, that's what he was doing.
you're manipulating the glitch. Okay, Kickside has already sent you a message. If you were proactive, Kickside sent you a message and said, disband that tune and go through one by one until you find the unit that is broken, and please report back to us. If you have chosen not to do that and instead be a twat waffle and manipulate the glitch, you deserve what you are going to get.
We were told that he reported himself.
He reported himself.
He was reported, but the response from Kickside is, and I've seen enough of the responses from the players who have gotten it legitimately, and this is what happened. There were a few people, you guys all know about this, that occasionally, once in a while, when you're hit on your base, you may end up with a tech center piece that you're not supposed to have. Okay? And then you're like, oh, I didn't know I had this. Well, hello, we don't have any way to keep track of how many parts we have of what techs. Shadow Killer said this many times. I wish there was a way we could keep track. Damn, I had techs I didn't even know that I had. Okay, if you take a tech and you put it on your tune for whatever purpose, and you didn't earn that tech, it is detected as that it wasn't earned. That doesn't mean that you cheated it. It means that it wasn't earned. So if you're proactive and you said, I can't deploy this tune, why not? It's probably because you have a tech on it that made the tune invalid. Okay, so the untargetable tune is sort of like a replacement for the invalid tune. So if you have a tune that's invalid, you yourself, if you have turned yourself in, if you legitimately turned yourself in, because I've seen enough of the responses from customer support, you get a response back from them that says, go through your tune, one tune at a time, and one position at a time. So each liberator, each special force unit, whatever it is, and you want to disband the tune, put one thing in at a time. As soon as you find out what unit it is, completely detect that tune, and then put each one of those techs on at a time. I guarantee you've either cheated something, you got blessed twat waffle, or by accident, you got one thing that you weren't supposed to have. In most cases, if it's just one thing and you respond back to Kickside, they will kindly let you keep it, and then they will adjust your account. If you're deliberately not doing what Kickside is asking you to do, and then you go out and surround somebody's pussy base because you want to exploit a glitch, you get what's coming to you. If I catch you doing it, I'm turning you in.
And the worst part is, if you are a icon that you like to be, and that you let yourself protected by those roaches, you should have been banned too.
That's it. Sorry, but as a voice of a community, we are set to a higher standard than most. We'll take example, okay, for the Cyclone Tech, the gold loading motor. All right, I got a glitch where it unlocked it for me, but I didn't have any, so I wasn't thinking about it. I started upgrading to gold tech.
Yeah.
You just don't look at it. You just upgrade it.
You're like, oh, I forgot I had that. Right.
And it's 0 for 0.
Right.
As soon as I noticed it was 0 for 0, I sent that shit in the Kickside. I said, my bad, man. If you guys want to, penalize me, all right. I'm sorry. As soon as I noticed, I didn't fucking play around.
I didn't play around. I had one of those techs in my text that said I had -15 or 13, which means I had 2 techs that I wasn't supposed to have. I couldn't figure out which one it was. I ended up having to disband. I literally had to empty out my bunkers. This was before Liberators. It was a commando, or actually 2 commandos in 1 squad that had techs on them. And Kix, I can't tell me how I got them. I don't know how I got them, but yeah, when I see a tech and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know I had this many of that one. Well, the first thing I do is level it up to 6 and I equip it on something and I put it in a bunker. It wasn't until I looked at my tech side that it said negative 13. I turned it in. They responded back, told me what to do. I did what they asked me to do, and I fixed it.
They said thank you to me because they didn't even know there was a glitch. I got an email back from them saying thank you, that they did not know this was happening. So, I mean, that was awesome. I've never got the thank you Kix Eye. That was the first.
I will speak for Leinster because Leinster's told me about it, and we've been in Google rooms when other people were listening, and Leinster's had the same thing. He has also ended up with texts that he did not legitimately earn, and it wasn't until he saw that little number in his workshop. How many times do we pause, guys, when we're in our workshop? How many times do we pause to make sure that one of those numbers doesn't show a negative number? Same thing. He sent a ticket in and he said, hey, this is what keeps happening. And then he actually detailed the units that it kept happening to. Thanks to him doing that on a regular basis for almost about 3 weeks, they realized that that's what was causing a lot of the invalid platoon issues that we used to get 3 or 4 months ago. That was something on their end. They were able to fix that. We don't get that often. So now we have the untargetable tunes. I'm telling you, 90% of you, the reason why you have the untargetable tunes is because the cheat detection tool has detected that you cheated something. The other 10% of you have something on your tune that's accidental. So you should be contacting Kixeye. If you have the right morals,
and
this is the war.
Not be fighting.
No,
your tune should be inside.
Right. But if you are legitimately manipulating a glitch, there is something wrong with your moral fiber, which means you're a cheat or a twat waffle.
Well, like I was going to say, I had a similar thing to you, Skipjack, where I had unit in my bunker. I had a unit. I was using it to fight, etc. And it had just leveled up. So now it was a max level. So I took it and I placed it into one of my towers.
Mm-hmm.
And this is talking marksman. I found out that there was something severely wrong with it. So I did exactly what you did. I took it apart. I had to take it out. And unfortunately, this was right around the time where they discontinued the marksman and trained them into, what are they called now? Commandos.
Yeah.
So now in my towers, I still have one unit that wasn't broken that is still labeled marksman. And the other unit that was labeled marksman obviously has been transferred now into a commando unit. But I had to do exactly what you said. I took the entire platoon apart. I took each individual unit, placed them into separate platoons, sent each separate platoon out onto the map. When it came out as a non-deployable, I took all the tech off of it, stripped it down, started putting tech one by one, and it fixed it. I also had the glitch where I can build, at the time, as many... oh crap! What's that god-awful bomber that everybody was spamming about 2 years ago? Nobody uses.
The Archangel?
No, the Condor.
Oh, the Condor.
I could build. If I wanted to, I could build 1,000 Condors. There was no 1v1. It just let me be. So I contacted Kixeye. I told them there was an issue. It's not prohibiting me from building more than one. I never built more than one. I built the one and I left it, and that was it. There is a standard of ethics that you, as a long-term player, as a respectable player, who's had to put up with enough of the cheats, 2-3 years ago, have to hold yourself accountable. Do everything in your power to be an honest player, because it's the honest players are going to keep the game running, not the dishonest ones. And especially if you're in a forum like this, or the other shows, or on the forums, and people come to you for information, if you're aware of this, you have to hold yourself at a higher ethics level in the game.
I will agree with you, okay? But at the same time, I mean, I had 2 guys come into my sector, and they had a third guy that they used with untargetable tunes and surrounded both of the two guys that came in. Nobody could attack their bases. They were on the leaderboard for infamy, and nobody could touch them. And then they disappeared.
That's an issue. I mean, there's
But
really
see,
little you can do about it.
And you know, you were saying that we're long-term players and we should hold ourselves above that. But long-term players, we are voices and we are faces. We fight for the community, so we should have a higher standard, or I do anyway. I'll be straight. I have a high standard for us on the panel. Okay, yeah, we're unshackled. We can say what we want. I don't care. But there's a limit that I will never cross. And if I find out in the slightest way that somebody that's on my panel or on my page or in my show or any of that exploits a glitch, you're gone.
Mhm.
And I will call them out. I don't give a rat's balls. I will straight out call you out. I will post your goddamn Facebook. I will post your goddamn game name, everything about you, because I hold that high, because we are a voice of a community. We help these people. They watch us every week,
Even
and we deserve to show them the respect of an honest player. And if you're doing a show that is talking to a community and you're letting your group run a glitch and you say it's okay, then I'm sorry, you're not just disrespecting yourself. You're disrespecting the game, you're disrespecting the honest community players, and you're disrespecting the viewers that watch you, who go on there and try to learn from you. All you're teaching them is that it's okay. Hey, look, this guy over here, he's on this show. It's okay for him to run it. If it's okay for him, why can't I do it?
I'm gonna say
That's not right.
real quick, and then I'll let Peel, because I know Peel wants to say something. But I just want to say more so than anything else, people on the show, people on the other shows, people in the forums like yourself and Leinster and Peel and all, you aren't just the voice of the community, okay? You're the builders of this game. You're you're people who help to steer this game in the direction that it goes. It's these shows and the communication between the people out there in YouTube watching us right now and talking in the side chat, the people who follow our posts and listen and read our stuff and make mention and make comments in our posts on the forums and on all the pages on Facebook. We're the ones that help to develop by leading the development team in a certain direction, a certain aspect. When they see us talk about a topic and stress our beliefs and our desires for a certain thing, they will in turn bring that into the game in a way that is fundamentally usable for the overall view of what they have for the dynamic of the game. When you start allowing things like glitches by saying, it's okay, Kixeye screwed up, use it until they know about it, so just keep using it, you are inhibiting the progress of the game. You're taking that game backwards because you're not conveying, look, we want a fair, balanced game that's equal for everybody. You're conveying, we don't care if you really search out and get rid of all the glitches, because quite frankly, if we can use one or two of them to our advantage, then why should you waste your time and money at Kixeye to investigate and fix all the other glitches? When you point out every little glitch, it focuses their attention on the broad aspect and fixing the game as a whole. You can't limit this kind of stuff. And I've been a proponent to things that have been Kixeye oversight. Most notably, the one thing that I really did was when the fire flame cannon on the fairies. I love that because at the time it was really hard for low levels to get Thor, and suiciding those units with the amount of splash damage that it gave them fundamentally changed the game for low levels. But at the same aspect, I respected that it was an oversight. It was on a weekend. It was going to get fixed. There are parts where we hear on the community, on the show say, shh, don't talk about it, relax, let it go. but we've never, ever, ever said to use anything that was fundamentally broken, and certainly never promoted any kind of intentional manipulation of information in the game, and we never will. And that's the respect that I have and that Shadow has. And I'm sorry for interrupting. Fear.
All right, Fear.
Okay.
Hey, did you see the bookmarks?
Yeah, I just where is it? Fucking okay. So I just got told now that fucking Grizzly on the BV panel has been calling me out for apparently glitching to use the dropship. So I've just now commented to using glitch to his advantage. So I'm like, well, come on, tell us. And I read down further, trying to see where it was. So it's TJ. He got kicked out. He got kicked out for this. So he's like, what, glitch was me using? He says dropships. Well, Grizzly, suck a big fucking bag of dicks. You can go suck Mark's bag of dicks that he's obsessed with, because look, there's a dropship. There's a dropship.
Dude, you should run.
I'll do it. Hold on.
I got it right here. I got it ready.
Yeah.
Fucking little Marky Poo having his little whinge about us, threatening us to come to our sectors and see. This is the dick I'm talking about. He's obsessed with this dick that he wants to put in our asses. So he can fucking take that dick. Way. He can take that dick and he can shove it down his own ass for all he cares. And I trolled this guy for fucking hours. I stole Dobber's picture. Beautiful picture it is.
Hold on, I've got to make a comment here.
I love this picture.
This snot bubble is classic.
Yeah. And he fucking went on. This went on for hours. He posted this my time, December 5th, so that's 3 days ago, at 5:30 a.m. And I found out, came straight to it the next day, around just after lunchtime. And fucking, I kept going and going and going and going.
Feed the troll, feed the troll, feed the troll.
Oh, fuck yeah. Kept going till 2 o'clock. So I kept going for about 2 hours. And then he kind of just stopped replying to me. Pascal had his little go. He got no reply out of Mark, so I decided to come back. Eventually got Mark back on at 8:30 and kept him going and going and going and going and going and going until like midnight. And then we had, I think this guy's name's Bubble Machine in game. He came on. They want me bad. And yeah, so they stopped replying to that. But yeah, I had a good fun with Mark. He's the biggest bloody crybaby chat commander of all. He's almost as big as fucking Omar. He cries almost as much as Omar cries. And that's saying a lot. Because Omar cries like a fucking biggest baby in the world.
All right, see, I'm reading this. All right, and he says that Kickstarter answered him, and his influencer reset to 0. The BV shows are about War Commander game and its problems and good points as well, not about individuals. If that's what you're looking for, then you are going to be sorely. We're already disappointed in the show.
Oh yeah, we are.
If we weren't disappointed in the show, I wouldn't have 60 viewers tonight. If people were not disappointed in the way BV's going, I would have 5.
It's not even
I would have 5 viewers and 30 dislikes. I mean,
it's not even the viewership live. It's the people that can, when they have the time to watch the show tomorrow morning, at their lunch break, or tomorrow, on a Sunday, they'll rewatch these shows and you'll see 600-800 views over. I get an average. Yeah, I get an average of 800 views compared to 100 views.
Yep.
This is the difference between our show and their show.
Not only that, our show, Grizzly's saying that the dropships is a known glitch, and it's
No.
not. It's not. It's their misinformation that ruins them. Between him,
Exactly.
Demi Gunner,
All
Heike.
right.
I'm sorry, she does a good job. Heike does.
I love
okay.
Heike. Okay.
She does a great job. She does the best she can with what she's got.
Oh,
What
yeah.
she's got is two noobs with her that don't know they don't know shit. Yeah, you're right. I got a message saying that call me a sissy because I didn't go fight. I showed why I didn't fight. I'm not stupid. I had no air. I showed everybody. I was down 15 hours on my air. So yeah, I'm not gonna pop my bubble and use a ground tune on bases that are gonna destroy it. That's stupid.
That's the
I'm gonna
same.
see if I can.
That's some noob shit there, and I'm not no fucking noob. But you sit there and you make these posts on here, and when you are right, and I mean, look, they kicked TJ from the page because he made a comment that he didn't like. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, it is not a glitch. I will screen share it yet again. I will show you. Hold on, present to everybody, and Fear will do the same in a second. Look.
It's
I have got 2 dropships that I've had since they first came the fuck out.
all right. Here
This is not a glitch.
in a synapse. Okay, here it is in a nutshell. For anybody who watches this show, or if they, I mean, I banned the one asshole. He's not going to be able to see it. But here's how it worked. Dropships came out. Great piece of entertaining use as a spec op in the game. It was OP. We found that out the day it was dropped into the game.
Me, Bonnie, and
Me.
David.
Way
And
OP. It was
Me,
way OP.
motherfucker.
In 20 minutes, me, Lonnie, David. Yep,
Yeah.
we had it busted and showed the glitch of it right there in 20
And
minutes.
I was the one who said it. Once you can stack 2 of them, you can't get into a base.
Yep.
I mean, I kept. You guys didn't think of it at first, but once it came out, we figured it out because we're all players that play on a day-to-day basis, and we know the uses and the misuses of a lot of things that people don't necessarily see right away. The game, it was known that it was overpowered. It was known that this unintended instance where you could permanently lock a base up for 6 hours and then replay the spec op again, use up another dropship and run another 6 hours. So they decided to withdraw the spec op from the gear store. Before they withdrew the spec op from the gear store, they dropped the use of the spec op from its 3 to 6 hour to a 1 to 2 hour. After that, they drew it out of the gear store. Anybody who had purchased one using their medals before it was removed from the gear store could still hold the goddamn spec op and activate the spec op. The spec op would run for 1 to 2 hours. It was removed from the gear store, not the game.
I
Simple
bought 6 of them when I could. Okay, 5 or 6, I can't remember. But once I saw that it was coming down that way, and I was like, I got to have these just in case. We still got some laying around. What's wrong with that? Everybody.
Red Seal had all his slots, every single one.
I know.
Full of dropships.
So here's the thing. If a player purchased them, like Red Steel or anybody who purchased quite a few, and rationed them, obviously you don't need to use them for events. And this goes back to our earlier conversation of them loading us with events and mini events. You don't need to use a spec op like that for events. You can use hookers, or you can just take the time because they've cluttered our sector maps with so many players because of the reduction, the optimization, that you really can run your tunes from one event base to the next event base without much time. Okay, you sat and rationed the drop ships that you purchased before they removed it from the gear store. There's a conscious, rational understanding that there are players out there like Shadow with 2 or Fear with 2, or some players that probably, very possibly still have 5 or 6 or 9 drop ships Okay? So until every single dropship, just like, I don't know, the other spec op that doesn't seem to come around, Master Thief, you cannot deny that there is a player somewhere in the game, maybe active on a daily basis, or maybe he just signed off and hasn't signed back in, but he's got Master Thief in his spec op list. So you're going to tell me, because I can't find a Master Thief, that it's no longer in game and that a person who uses it is a cheat and exploiting a glitch? No, it's just very, very rare. And until they run out all the spec ops that are out in the game right now that have been purchased prior to its removal, provided that they don't reinstate it later on in the game if it's ever fixed, which is doubtful that they will, it is not a glitch. As like I said earlier in the show, if you see the platoon and it is visually showing the Osprey aircraft, it is most likely a legitimate spec op running. If you see a tank just on the map and it has a gray attack asterisk, you cannot attack the platoon like you see in that photo on the screen share up there.
So gonna pull you.
That is the exploitation of an error in the game.
All right, and I got a comment on this, okay? You'd like to say that and this is Grizzly, says that he does not bear the responsibility of everybody in his group, as it is apparent that SK does not bear responsibility for people in his. Bullshit. I hold a high standard to pick guys in Pepsi. It's a high standard, okay? 10 million ID or lower, and you can't use none of this shit. If you do, I'm gonna kick you the fuck out.
I'm
nothing to do with you.
I'm going to say the same thing. My group is the same thing. If you're caught doing anything that is not within my personal realm of playing a game, you're fucking out. And it's not even a matter of your responsibility to the players in your group. If it's your group and you're an admin for the group,
drop, guys, but can somebody turn off that music?
Well, you don't
somebody's playing some Guns N' Roses.
It's you, Shadow.
Yes, you think it's trash.
But
I got nothing playing.
No, it's not me.
Here, I just want to quickly show this.
Go ahead.
Proof that it's not a hack.
All right, hold on, I got you.
See on Solato's post, the update notes from Wednesday.
10/19/16, yeah.
Exactly.
You have your mic out of your mouth, Fear.
What's that?
You have your mic in your mouth.
It don't matter. He's still running, so let's give him a chance before he gets kicked out. Here we go. The drop ship.
Update dropships. These, they did not meet the original thing. They have temporarily been removed. Yes.
From
return. Yeah, from the gear store. Dropships that are still in game will have their timer reduced to 1 hour. Still in game.
You need to copy, paste it, highlight that, and show that to and post that to Grizzly.
I actually have that post bookmark, and I have a picture of that entire post.
Send the link. Send that link too.
Screenshot. Yes, I send that out on a regular basis to several players.
You are so gonna get kicked out.
I don't give two fucks. I'm going to post this as well for him so that he can see where it is, just for fun, and then I'll post the thing.
While he's doing the paste, by the way, it is for 1 hour, but if you extend it, you get to keep it for 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it went from a 3-hour standard, 6-hour extension. They reduced it to 1 hour standard with a 2-hour with extension.
And just like Shadow showed, and other people who are brave enough to show how many they have, I would not reveal that information because I'm bad like that. But people who were smart enough to get them because they knew they were going bye-bye, there are still a lot of people that have them. And they hold on to them, just like Venom said, like a Master Thief or some of the other rare Spec Ops or Raining Blood, because they think that we're going to have a base that's CC only. There's some Spec Ops that you just hold on to like gold.
Yep. I bought 3. I used one when we did our PvP show last week, so I've got 2 left, and I will hold on to them until I feel the need to. I need to use them again.
I'm gonna wait till my set gets invaded. That's what I hold my. I'm gonna wait for a real fight, a real war. If my sector gets invaded, then that's when I'll use them. But other than that, he's gonna sit there and they're gonna collect dust. They're just too good of a unit just to use for nothing.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. Especially until we know definitively when they're going to bring him back, because there's been no word on when.
Brett Holman has a master thief. We should all go and kick his ass. Because in the 5 years I've been playing this fucking game, I've only got it 3 times.
I've only seen it once. I've only had it once.
We should go kick his ass.
No. Yeah. You know what we should do? We should get everybody that has dropships and they park it right in front of his base.
And actually, on that, everyone who does have dropships and isn't banned from the Battle Vortex page, go find this this thing, take a picture of your dropships, and post them on the page.
Yep. That would be funny.
I have another small disturbing thing that I want to talk about. If you guys
can go right ahead.
Go, Dr. Phil.
No, that's not Dr. Phil. That's Pascal.
I'm sorry, Pascal. Go.
I was reading the forums, and we always as a group that want to help players in game, and we always predict, guys, don't push videos out there with free repair. Well, I was reading a comment about a Kixeye employee. I'm not going to tell names.
Wrong thinker. I'll say it.
And I was watching what he's saying about that. He is looking at anesthetics from how heavy the bases are. And in other words, what I understood is, so I am not allowed to help lower level players in game, or else I will fuck their game up and then make the bases stronger. And that is, for me, is fucking disturbing. Really, I don't know what you guys think about it, but.
No, I think I understand. I saw the same exact post, and that person is a complete fucking moron. No wrong thinker or any Kixeye employee from Harbin down to the janitor is going to tell you that when they witness and go through watching videos and they subscribe to these video linked channels or go through the forums where these players post videos on how these bases are being taken without loss, none of them are ever going to admit, yeah, we take that into account and we'll adjust the base to make it more taxing and technical or damage-inducing. They're going to tell you that it doesn't change anything, that all they look at is a bar graph or an analytics spreadsheet. That's what they'll say. But the reality is, if it is going to be done repeatedly with no loss to any player, they're going not to make any money. And this business is a business of profit. So if they see a dozen videos saying, hey, you can take this base with nothing but damn night owls, and the night owls don't die, or you can take this base with, riflemen for instant repair, they're going to change the base. Your bullshit remark of saying that just because Wrong Thinker says that just because we see it, we're not going to change anything. No, he's not going to admit that they change things. Cops are allowed to lie by law to get you to confess to things you don't even know you're confessing to when they pull you over for a taillight that's out or what have you. They're legally allowed to completely lie to you.
I want to turn.
They're not going to tell you that they're allowed to lie to you to get you to admit to things you don't even know that you're admitting to, because their job is to escalate a traffic stop into an actual arrestable offense or ticketable offense or citable offense. Get it through your heads. You got to read between the lines.
It's easy, guys. Just don't put free repair. It's simple. Don't put free repair, okay?
And try your best. Don't post them on the forum pages. You can post to your friends in PMs. You can link. You can put posts on your private Facebook pages, but don't just blatantly throw videos up especially if it's in context of free repair, no damage, instant heal. Don't do that. Leave it an open-ended, Vercraft 70. There you go.
Yep, that's what I'm doing now. I just put the name of the base and the date they came out, or the date I did them.
That's the best thing you can possibly do, is the date of release, because it tells you what style it is by anybody who's playing, who knows, like we mentioned in the update notes, these bases have been changed. So you date it, you tell us the faction name, because that's determinative of what units are going at you, and the size. That's it.
The other thing that I've noticed too is a lot of people have stuff that I don't have, but at least it gives you a clue as to how and what to attack with and where. And that means a lot to people. And the fact that changes the base should not really matter, because, like, I don't have a Mega Titan yet, okay? But I got my regular Elite Titan, and I can at least try some of the things I see. The fact that causes Kickside to change the game, that's wrong.
Well, it's not that. You have to understand it from their point. And I understand completely why they adjust things. The only other option that the game company, in my own humble opinion, would have would be to release 20 or 30 different designs of each base, and that is not logical. So what they do is they come up with a design that they think will outwit the majority who don't sit back and look. They expect to get, this is my own ass, but I'm just saying, they expect the first day people to take damage, the second day people to take slightly less damage. By the third or fourth deployment of the base, they expect people to have figured it out and broken the puzzle. But what's happening is a lot of the unfortunate imbalances with some of the units has allowed a lot of the upscale players, the daily players, to look at the base, envision it as a base from our past, or envision it understanding ranges and everything in the math, that they're breaking these puzzles down in a half an hour. The second attempt, they figured, oh, well, shit. Or in Peel or Shadow Killers, or certainly Pascal, the first attempt, oh, look at that, I know exactly what to use. People like myself, people like you, who don't have all the items and all the tech and all the range boosts and all the damage boosts and buffs that they have, we have to look at it and use different units. But again, I'm not saying don't put out videos, because it is absolutely vital, even for me, to look at how people do things, to learn, and then to adjust it for what units I do have, but use their techniques. But you have to be careful how you sell those videos, how you're exposing that to the social network.
We can give you a good example. We can give you a good example. Look at the 19 challenge bases. This is the 4th week in a row they adjusted.
Yeah,
now they put some raids in and some Valkyries, and
I use City. I'll be honest. I use City's videos. I watch his videos.
If you want the best example, sorry, I was going to say, if you wanted the best example of when Kickside changed bases based on videos, all you have to do is remember the Hannibal base. Every single week, that base got changed.
Yep.
Every single week.
Hold on. That wasn't because of the video. Skip, do you remember what Wrong Thinker said? That was a personal challenge to me. He said it. Yeah, see, she's laughing. She knows. Nope. He said it on the show.
To see if you would bring it up. I wasn't going to bring it up.
No, be sure. I'm dead serious. He was on the show. He said that he was going to come out with a base that I could not beat, and the Hannibal bases was it. And that's why it was changed every Sunday. And every Sunday I made a video showing how quick it was to beat them.
And that's my point. They do it based on the videos.
You do it. Yeah, that's right. 8 weeks of the Hannibal bases being changed was my fault. Because he laid a challenge. He laid a challenge to me, and I told him that there was not a base he could not bring out that I could not beat with less than, what was it, 12 hours of damage.
Yes.
It
Now,
was 12 hours of damage. And he
Man.
brought out those beasts. He brought out those basics for 8 weeks. And I beat them all with 12 hours or less damage.
And
Bad
every
dog, no
adjustment he
biscuit.
made, and every adjustment he made directly coincided with a technique that you were using. The same thing happened with the cave bases.
Yep.
When we
That was
figured
my
out that
fault.
we could, the cave bases, when we figured out that we could go in there with Valkyries and nothing would attack, these were, we're talking I forget now. But anyway, the cave, they adjusted it immediately to put in anti-air firing tanks. So I mean, it is idiotic to assume that they don't watch and they don't adjust things based on input from us. We grow this game. Like I said earlier, we grow this game. We develop this game. We steer the development team in directions that they take this game.
Right now.
It's a known fact.
All those videos that you guys have sent me since we've been online, since we started the show, good Lord knows, I can't even remember how many hours we've been on. So since we've been on, between what I got, thank you again, Pascal, and to Erica, and also to Peel, but I've also gotten 4 or 5 other videos. I've already posted that stuff up in the room. It's already being forwarded to the engineering team. So, some people might knock off at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. When I say knock off, I don't mean like they stop working. I mean they get on the train and go home because it's the only way they're ever going to be able to get home. I'm not knocking anybody for that. I'm not pointing any fingers. That's how it is in San Francisco. If you've ever been there, there's just one big beltway that goes around the bay. And if there's a horrible traffic jam, the train is the only way to get home.
Bullshit. It's a trolley, and it goes ding-a-ling, and it has rice-a-roni on the side. That's it. That's the only way I envision San Francisco.
The only thing I'm interested in that goes ding-a-ling is upstairs in bed right now. I'm going to get him in a couple hours. That's his favorite way to get woken up. But my point is that you guys have already sent the videos. We all know that there's issues with the AI, with the ground units, which is very similar to what we had a couple weeks ago with the air units. And I know we bitch and we moan and complain about what Kickside changes, but I will echo what Venom said. It is a business. Somebody has to keep the lights on. And I'm sorry, but you know what? Kickside can't afford me. So I'm sure that the majority of the people that they have working there on that game team that at least are at the higher levels, they don't come cheap. And the ones like Wrong Thinker and Doom Rooster and some of the other people that I've had the pleasure to work with, CM Robot, who's now on the BP dev team, those people know their stuff. They don't come cheap. They've been there for a while, so they're not working for the peanuts, people. Somebody has to pay to keep the lights on, i.e. me, Coiner, and a lot of people on this panel. But more to the point is, yes, it frustrates me when a base was released and it was CC only. Why didn't they leave it that way for a day? Well, for all of you mofos like Shadow Killer who got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and hit those bases when they were CC only and Kickside released them that way by mistake, more power to you. For those of you who lost out, and Kickside changed them, don't hate Kickside for it. It just wasn't supposed to be released that way. That doesn't mean it's not going to come back. If they designed it that way once, that doesn't mean it won't come back that way again.
I want you to know, Skip, that I got done 1 hour. In 1 hour, they had to change. As soon as I got done, an hour later, they changed them. I was like, oh my God, thank you.
Yes, I know. You were like, thank you. Whatever kind of God you want to pray to, you wanted to get down and say thank you.
I was like, damn, because from 5 in the morning until 11, I think it's 11 or 12, I ran that shit, boy.
Comment back about the pendulum swing, and this is just something that goes back to therapy with anger management. If you can even imagine that I was ever in an anger management class, oh, the horror. It's something about a shovel and a bag of lime. But anyway, it goes back to when my therapist said to me about the pendulum swing, and I start to apply that to a lot of things in life, and I use it a lot with Kickside. And with the for instance, the HC90 metal bases, I, in my personal opinion, think that they took, now yes, they're still doable, but they took the pendulum and they swung it too far in the opposite direction. Excuse me.
No, not really. It's not that bad. I mean, the only thing that really throws you off on that base is a missile bastion. That's the only thing. But you can still take that base if you have Nimbus
Yes, which I don't have. That's what I'm saying. I'm speaking to the mid-level player who's
middle of the
just
road.
sort of tipping into the edge of a high-level player. Doesn't have all the toys in War Commander. I have more toys than you have, and more porn than you have too, except for midget porn. But
I got wait a minute. Excuse me. I have got Pornhub. I don't need to download porn.
yeah, but that's just it. I'm a collector, so my collection is bigger than yours.
I
So
love
that's
this
it.
shit.
Yeah, I got Pornhub and RedTube and a few others
Hell.
too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. Those are for quickies though. Some of the classics are for like the all-nighters.
Classics are the only way to go. They don't make them like that anymore.
Especially with the 70s music, bounce.
There's stories.
Seika.
Whatever happened to
Seika,
stories?
baby.
Bounce.
Seika. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but
Yes,
that was
I know.
man.
That's some
Seika.
She's also a friend on my Facebook.
That's some awesome ass crack stuff right there. I did go and fuss and bitch and moan and cry like a bitch last night at Wrong Finger about the 90s, and then I kind of puzzled my way through them. But I really do think, again, I think they should be free now. Like when he tells me that other people could do them and just do them with 3 mavs and then a little bit of air and then they were done, and that's how they were prepping for low and mid-level players. I get that. For Kickside, that's not what they want, because for a high-level player, it isn't anything to go get res now to build a Maverick, because the 60s are always on the map. All the Thors are always on the map, so it's not that big of a deal. How the person they're prepping for should be going out and getting the Thor and the 60s for the person who's prepping the 90 for them. So I understand that, but I just, swinging it, making all the SFs on it aggressive, over workshopping the Tempest because they weren't that workshopped before, because I was doing the 90s before the game went down, and I squeezed one more in before the game went down. Went back into the next 90, lost half my air, got pissed off, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Went back in, took my time, took a step back, and I was like, what the hell? So then I knew about the Missile Bash, and I saw that, but didn't realize that things were so crazy. So, yeah, I've asked Kicksai, and some other people in forums asked, and somewhere in there I have to find the comment. Wrongfinger did comment publicly that they were taking a look and perhaps they had gone a little bit too far in the opposite direction. But again, none of us were, well, I was a little off the chain, but you guys didn't get to see that conversation. And all of us were constructive. All of us gave a list of the information and the reasons why in forums. I want to thank the community for doing that step by step, saying, okay, fine, don't give it to us for free. Don't give it to us for, 5 or 10 minutes of repair, but geez, did you have to bonus so hard? So my point is, thank you to the community, because again, here we all are together. We do things different ways, and we're still enacting change. The AI is going to get fixed on the ground units, just like the AI got fixed with the air units. Do you know what? That wouldn't have been fixed without all of you guys, because Kickside doesn't play the game like we do. I don't fault that for that. They work at a company that makes a game that's supposed to make money. They don't go to a gaming company to play a game for fun. We play for fun, but we play for serious fun, and what's the key word here? We're not just players, we are, take out the L word, payers to play. So when you take the fun factor out, yeah, I think I have a right to say something. I have a right to at least voice my appreciation of changes that you make. We're still enacting change. Just like Venom said, we are still enabling Kickside to create a better game. Don't be stupid about it. Don't go out there and say the word free repair. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Don't go out there and say for no loss, or for God's sake, if you're going to make a video, create a YouTube channel and say, hey, everybody, check out my videos on my YouTube channel. And make that kind of a forum post. That's all you got to do. People will go check it out. I mean, I go to Cyrom, I go to City, sometimes Vanessa has his own Facebook page. I go to 5 or 6 different other places first. Forums would not be my first place to post a video or go find a video.
The only videos that I want to see on forums are videos showing errors.
I know for certain that Kickside watches my event shows, so I know I know for certain.
You're up on the big Trinitron in the daggone office for crying out loud.
They watch my live shows. They watch my live event shows because come on.
Well, look. there's a difference with that. Your live event broadcasts are equal to them running their tests in-house. The difference is, from your viewpoint, they can see how transmitting the data from the East Coast to their West Coast servers are affecting the game. So you're them viewing your live streams is very important for them to understand what kind of problems are being seen by the players abroad. Because
Which I will have, and we will be running a live event show next Thursday. We are going to start wrapping this bitch up because fuck me running. We've been running over 2 hours, and it's midnight. So
Past your bedtime by a lot.
yeah,
and there's 63 people watching.
65.
65. Yes, it just blinked.
Yeah, 65 people, and I've held this for a whole 2 hours. So I mean,
64 because I'm not paying attention to it.
It'll go up because I keep getting messages all the time that that they can't always catch your shows. It's wintertime here where I'm at in the upper East Coast. A lot of the guys are doing the snow plowing thing or whatever, or they're chopping wood or they're delivering wood, and this is their time to make money, and they're cussing and bitching and moaning because they can't make the live show. But I'll be hecking a handbasket. They'll come home, they'll sleep 4 hours, their boss will give them the morning off, and they will be watching your show in the morning before they go to work again. So, I mean, the guys are so impressed with the amount of information. And, you may not see Kickside publicly come out and say, yeah, we watched this show, or yeah, we watched these videos or whatever, but they do. And anybody who keeps complaining about, the issue about the servers all being on the West Coast of the United States, all I can say to that is server side only has really cut down on the twat waffles. So
yeah, they're still out there, but they're not many.
There's not that many. And if it allows Kickside to spend some time and some money to maybe address some of the areas that need to be addressed, like Australia and New Zealand and some of those countries, and put a little bit of money in making those connections better, but the twat waffles still stay at a minimum, I'm okay with that. I feel for Peel and for many other players that are on that side of the world and what that you guys have to put up with. But I know Kickside is continually looking to address that issue. It's just a slow process. And again, it takes money. So without coin.
All right. We are going to go ahead and wrap this up, though, because I am done. I'm done.
You're done.
Pretty much. So we are going to start down there with David the Douche.
Oh, thank you. You were done like 20 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
Pretty much. All right, Dave, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to everybody out there in the community, everybody in YouTube, everybody on the panel. Great to see you, Skippy. Shadow, good shout out to you, and my infamous fuck you, Dr. Phil. Get better.
All right. Deezer, you got any shout outs?
I would like to say thank you to everybody on the panel, to my clan in 108, Hell's Knights. I'd like to say thank you to Shadow and Skipjack both. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good evening and a Merry Christmas.
All right. Skipper.
Sorry, I muted myself. Yes, sir. Obviously would like to thank everybody on the panel. Thank you for saving me a slot. I have a prepared one, but I would definitely like to say a special thank you to Stephanie. I'm sorry. I said her real name. Oh my God. Sorry, sweetheart. She's the real Southern Belle in my life for coming into the show and for so many times offering up her slot for me so I could slip in my slot. But I wanted to let everybody know that I did finally get the Omega Titan. So my super special shout outs go to Daba, Debo, Snake, Anton, and Mo. We got 80 parts in less than 3 hours.
Nice.
So the Omega Titan is mine. So I just want to thank you gentlemen for your fine work and extra efforts. And yes, even you can bribe people to help you in War Command.
All right. King, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to everyone on the panel, the community, and everyone watching. My clan back in 97, and special shout out to you, Shadow, for allowing me on the show as always.
All right. Stephanie, you got any shout outs? Yeah, I think she's had computer problems.
Yeah, it's going to sleep on her.
All right. TJ, you got any shout outs? TJ.
Stephanie, unmute yourself if you're trying to talk, sweetheart.
He's sleeping. Be very, very quiet.
All right. I think TJ's having computer problems too. So we will go to you. Venom, you got any shout outs?
God damn it, now I'm completely unprepared. No. My shout outs, as always, shout out to my lovely wife for putting up with me playing this stupid game. Shout out to you, Shadow, for continuing to have these shows. Shout out to the community for continuing to stick with this company in the ups and downs, and keeps this game going. And yeah, that's it. And all the crybabies that give me a lot of laughter. Yeah.
All right. Well, before I do my shout outs, I wanted to make sure everybody knows that Friday is Onslaught. All right. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it will be at, was it 1 p.m. their time? Hold on, let me recheck. Onslaught, here we go. Onslaught. Yeah, nope, 10 o'clock their time, so it'll be 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock my time. So prepare for Onslaught for Friday. Also, we will be having another run Friday evening at 9:30 Eastern. So if we land in your sector, don't take that shit personal. Don't call in for help. We're only there for a few hours. Don't be a bitch. All right, we're there to play, have a little bit of fun, and that's it. If you guys want to join the Rid Run, get a hold of Daba. He will hook you up. That is all on him. So if you want to get hooked up on this, log on to the Unshackled page and let us know. I'll post an Unshackled link right here. If you're not on it yet, make sure you come and join it. Daba will be posting a link if you guys want to join up with the Rid Run, or sorry, Random Acts of Violence Run now. We are renaming it. Yep, it's Rave. Yep, can't forget Lonnie, but you know, Lonnie's got a lady now, so I don't know how that's gonna fly. Thank you all for coming out. All you guys on the panel, all of you guys kick fucking ass. So, you know, I love you guys. All you guys out there, all 60 plus viewers for the last 2.5 fucking hours. Y'all kick fucking ass. Remember, Friday will be the rave run. Saturday will be, all right, no promises for Saturday. It depends if we have more than 1 or 2 people doing it. If not, then we'll just do a Friday show, and the Saturday show we'll just fuck around on. So, but Friday is definitely a rave run. The link I posted is on Shackle page. Dava will post up on it and let you guys know if you guys want to join so we can add you to it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to my page. We will be having a live event show, people. Yeah, that's right. We are going to run that bitch live. So make sure you guys join in and watch that. That will be next Thursday, probably about 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern. I'll have that link posted. I will see all you fuckers out there Friday night. We're War Commander Unshackled, baby. We're out. Peace, bitches.
Fuck you, Phil.
Fuck you.